Good morning, Texoma, and thanks for joining us for a look inside Texoma. Today we are talking about Project Back to School. You know, school is about to start. The countdown to the first day is officially on. But you know, there's a lot of families who this time brings kind of a burden. So Project Back to School is definitely there to ease the load a little bit. Joining me now with more is Rachel Wheat and Matt Yell, both on the steering committee. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, we just want to jump right into this. It's a big project, and a lot of kiddos and families are going to be benefiting. So maybe if people are just not aware what this is, it's been going on for a couple of years, can you explain what this program's all about?
Sure. Project Back to School benefits the disadvantaged children in our area who, like you said, getting ready for school is a burden. You know, a lot of moms and dads out there, I mean, you have to buy clothes, school supplies, shoes, all that wonderful stuff. So this is hard for those families that are lower income, and Project Back to School is there to help them get on the right foot and get ready for school, and it's all about improving student success in school.
What a great thing, and I know that's really done with supplies, because like you mentioned, supplies, they add up quick, and you have to have the pens, the papers, the folders, the backpacks. So this is what's being provided for these kiddos, correct?
That's correct. At the roundup that we're going to be having in August, students will be able to come and receive a backpack and school supplies for free, and that's depending on their grade level, what supplies they get in their bags. They'll also have the opportunity to have dental exams there through the Community Health Care Center and some other partnerships we have in the community. They'll also be offering some free sports physicals and other community services. So the roundup's a great way to put everything all in one place to prepare these students.
And is this all free for these families as well? And we're talking about the dental and the exams and stuff?
Yes, everything is free. We've developed some partnerships around the community to help us provide those for free. So yes, everything from some vaccinations to the physicals will be provided for free.
And when you say vaccinations, basically just getting into school, right? Because we know different age groups, of course, have to have those required shots. So is this, do they need to bring things with them on the roundup? And who can come? Who is this open to?
For the vaccinations, they need to have their current shot record, and there's quite a few criteria to get those vaccinations. You have to have no insurance or CHIP or Medicaid. So if you're wanting to find that out, go to projectbacktoschool.org and look at those. And yeah, it's open to anyone. You can come in, take a look at we'll have some vendors out there, but the services are geared toward those kids that are on the free and reduced lunch program.
This is for WFISD students, though, correct? But any family's welcome to come and take a look around at these booths.
We have probably close to 40 tables that are going to be set up with community partners, everything from nonprofits to other businesses that want to participate and somehow give back to the community to help prepare these kids for school. I know we had a beauty school last year supplying kits of free shampoos and beauty supplies for the kids as well. So you'll leave definitely with a lot in your hands.
Are you amazed at the community's, I mean, 40 booths, that's amazing. Are you amazed at the community's support in this?
It really is touching how, you know, Wichita Falls is that way. How we just come together to help where there is a need. And this is such a great program, and the faces on these kids when they come in and get those school supplies, and the moms and dads who know that they're assured that their child is going to be ready for that first day of school. And we know that first impressions with school are just as important as meeting somebody. If you have a bad first day at school and it's, you know, you're a little kid, then that's going to stay with you. And so hopefully this first day of school will be great for those students who have that backpack ready for them at their desk or get it that day at the roundup.
I love it. It goes beyond even just their needs, but really just a sense of pride, I guess.
Absolutely.
You know, bringing to these kids as well. What are you hearing as far as, you know, this has been around a couple of years. The need, is it continuing to grow? Are you seeing about the same number of kids that are needing assistance?
It has grown. WFISD sent us, I think about 9,000 is on the free and reduced lunch program, which is what we go off of for those that qualify for the free backpack. So, you know, especially the economy now, you think of people being laid off or losing their jobs, and so definitely there is a need, and unfortunately it's becoming more and more so now.
It's good to know, though, you know, again, something like
that
this
we're
is
here.
Around.
Yes.
And, you know, Texoma, like you mentioned, they've just been so generous, but you guys play a big part in making this all come together, because these supplies, can you tell us, how are all these backpacks brought in? Where do all these come from?
The backpack ferry brings them in.
Well, we actually have a vendor that we work with to get these at a pretty low cost so that we can kind of stretch our donations further to get more supplies. However, through the past several years, we have volunteers that will go in, and Walmart and United Market Street have both been generous to allow the volunteers to go into their stores and pack these school supplies there in the store, and they'll package them up. And we ask people also in the community if they want to give specifically for the Roundup, they can go in there and there's backpacks pre-packaged up for Project Back to School, and they can purchase those and leave them at the customer service desk, and those backpacks and school supplies will also be used at the Roundup as well, be given out to these children.
What a great thing. It's such an easy way to help out. Yeah. Do you know about how much those cost? I mean, does it vary at the different stores? I didn't know if there was kind of, you know, a price range you're looking at.
Well, I don't have the prices with me. I'm pretty sure they were under $20 last year, so it wasn't very expensive for people that do have that way to give back for the less fortunate families.
Sure, and I guess as many, if you are blessed and you're able to buy several different packages,
right,
then I know that would always be needed.
And if you also don't have a way to actually purchase these, you can also, like I said, go to our website, fill out a volunteer form, and if you just want to help out that day and just provide your time helping, we would also love that as well.
Sometimes time's a bigger gift, huh?
Yes, yes. We need help delivering those backpacks and passing them out because we're talking about 2,500 that are given away that day. So.
And I know there are different kind of qualifications or different things kiddos can expect depending upon the schools they go to. Mm-hmm. So something we may want to go ahead and clear up for parents right now, if your kid goes to Washington Jackson, let's say, it might be different for kiddos who go to another school. Some can come expecting to get a backpack at the Roundup, while others will be on the first day of school, correct?
That's correct. We've asked school children that are attending Alamo, Burgess, Houston, Lamar, Scotland Park, and Washington Jackson. They can still attend the Roundup. However, those children that attend those schools will actually receive their school supplies on the first day of school. So they'll actually be delivered to those schools. But if they still want to take part in the Roundup and look at the booths and community services offered, or the dental screenings or physicals or anything apart with the immunizations, we ask them, yes, please still attend. However, your backpack and school supplies will be delivered to your school on the first day.
Okay, well, what a great thing. Well, we need to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We're actually going to hear from one of those families who has benefited from this, and also a principal who's going to share just how much this program has really benefited her school. So stay with us. We'll be right back with more. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. We are talking about Project Back to School. Joining me now is Miss Jackie Jacobs. She is the principal at Kate Burgess Elementary. Thank you so much, Jackie, for being here today. We're excited to talk about this and really all the benefits it's providing to Texoma and, Wichita Falls kiddos specifically. So can you tell us how beneficial this program has really been?
Coming from a Title I school, I have a number of children. Economically, it's very difficult for them sometimes to provide numerous children with all of the school supplies that they need, and this wonderful program provides that for them free of charge.
And I understand everyone in your school actually benefits from this program, and that's over 400 children, you were saying?
Yes, it is.
So how is that done? Come first day of school, I understand they walk in the doors, and what do they see?
They see a brand new backpack, and each one of the teachers come in the week before and prepare their rooms, and they come down and they get their supplies from us, and then they place them on the desk for the children. And so there's nothing better than to be in an elementary school on the very first day of school and see those precious little faces coming into your school with new clothes on, all spick and span, ready to go and learn, and then to walk into those classrooms and be able to open up a brand new backpack that has all brand new supplies in it and watch those children put them away in their lockers or in their desk. You just see a very excited child that has a great sense of pride for themselves.
Absolutely, and I love that that's the word you use, because the pride in their belongings and that's theirs, correct? And
Correct.
don't have to share it
You
with
don't
others,
have to
but
share.
this is mine.
Yes.
So is this something that you've heard positive feedback? I mean, obviously you're getting it from the kids. You can see it on their faces. But what about the parents? Have they said anything since this program's kicked off?
Oh, absolutely, and it's really neat to hear brand new people that come into our community, that are new to our community and also new to Kate Burgess, and to be able to come in and, you know, they'll ask for a supply list, and then we can just immediately say, don't worry about that. We have that for you. It will be in the class for your student when they go there.
And, you know, that's a big relief for anyone.
Absolutely.
So things add up quick. You're buying new schools, you know, school clothes, like we've heard, and different things. So especially I know people with more than one children who may be heading off to school. Now, that sounds like probably a pretty big expense, having to provide, you know, just for your school alone, over 400 children. What would happen, let's say, Project Back to School wasn't in existence?
If Project Back to School was not in existence, then what would we do? We at our school, what we would do to help out our parents would be that we would buy notebook paper, pencils, pens, scissors, markers, map pencils, Crayolas, and things like that, and we would supply those to the teachers. And then the children would have them they would still have them in their classroom, but it would be supplied by the school itself. Well, then that takes away from other programs that we wouldn't be able to supply for our kids at Kate Burgess if we had to put that in supplies for our individual students.
So really, it would end up having to cut something else.
Absolutely.
So it would be a loss ultimately for the
Yes.
school if this wasn't around. So
Absolutely.
what a great thing. Have you noticed a difference, you know, just being in the school district since this all kicked off and since it's, you know, gotten started? Have you noticed a difference in maybe a little bit of growth because you are able to do other things and help the children in other areas, you know, since the schools aren't having to fund this necessarily?
Right. When they first started this project, I personally thought this is absolutely one of the best things that I've ever heard of. And then working in a Title I school, it has been phenomenal just for the school itself. The community has really, I think, picked it up. There have been fundraisers, there have been donations that have been made, and it's just a great thing to live in a community like Wichita Falls that will help provide for our students.
Have you noticed that the need has also increased? And I think it's great. You're right. I mean, we say it over and over here on Inside Texoma, how much the community steps up if there's ever a need. But are you noticing there is more of a need as well?
Yes. Especially in probably the last 2 years, there's been more of a need that our parents will very humbly, you know, ask if, you know, there is some way that we might be able to help them. And like I said, it's just a great thing just to be able to automatically say, yes, this is already there and it's already supplied for you.
Absolutely. Now, how does it continue then if there is extra needs, you know, extra supplies needed? Obviously, these are going to last them a little while, but you're going to need probably more notebook paper, maybe some more pencils or something. Are you asking, or do you accept other donations throughout the year, or is that just another fund? How is that handled?
Exactly like you said, we just continue to ask throughout the year. And we normally, there are some of our parents that go ahead. There's always kind of, like I said, that word pride is so important. And there will be some of the students that will come with maybe a pencil box or maybe even their own backpack. And so we are able to supply those throughout the year. For some of the kids that already have brought supplies with them to school, then we're able to bring them to the other students that come during the year. And then if we have extra, well, then we just pass those out to our teachers.
That's a great thing, able to, you know, because sometimes those teachers,
absolutely,
we know you've been a teacher as well, so you step up and provide that as well to their class. And so what a great thing. Do you have people in the community that have stepped up and maybe over time dropped a couple of things off at your school? Hey, we'd like to give this to the kids.
One of the manufacturers here in town actually took up 1 year and gave us some extra supplies and brought them over. And so that did supplement, you know, just for us at Kate Burgess, the Back to School project.
What a great thing. It's so neat to hear, you know, just this in of itself I think is awesome, but just how Texoma continues to give. So, well, we know this is coming up. School, of course, the first day will be here before you know it. So we definitely appreciate you coming today to share and, you know, wish you and all of your kiddos the best school year. So thank you so much, Ms. Jacobs. And we need to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more.
Thank you.